Hi guys, it's Josie, and today I thought I would bring Dale, the off-the-track thoroughbred, back out for you to have a look at where he's going. Now, I'm not sure how many days it is since his last video, but I will actually pop up here so that you can see. It's not a huge amount of time, but I think it's valuable for you to see that it takes the time it takes. I can't make it go any faster than he can understand and comprehend it. But from the day one, when he couldn't even walk more than 10 steps without jig jogging, he can certainly walk the entire arena, usually quite a few laps, before he maybe jig jogs, maybe doesn't. So he's come a long way from there. But what I'd like to show you today is how I'm actually helping him now that I've got him to understand a little bit of relaxation under the saddle. It's not always there, but now I'm trying to get him to stretch nicely into the bridle. So I'm going to warm him up, and I won't show you all of that. I'll just show you the bit where we start working on him learning to stretch. Good boy, that was nice. All right, now I'm just going to pick up a very gentle feel on either side. If he jig jogs like that, he just backs up, and he backs up until he's soft in front, which he's not yet. Nope, see, he's pulling against it. I've got my elbows jammed in here, so I'm not pulling, I'm just blocking. There. Good boy. So I don't ever pick my reins up and trot off on this horse yet. I usually pick my reins up and I'll halt, or we'll just walk. So he has to understand a few principles for me to be able to help him today in learning to stretch. He's already getting better in walk, as you can see. He needs to be able to move off my legs, and he needs to be able to move his shoulders. Now, I teach everyone how to do that in Basic Horse Training Academy, but I will talk through it here. So no flexion to the right here, and off my right leg, on. So he knows how to do that. I do it against the fence like that to start with, because it takes a couple of incorrect options away from him, turning right and going fast forward, like, because the fence blocks him a bit. So I need to do this with him to help him, to remind him we do this every day. He's not fabulous at it yet, but he's still pretty good at it. And he's starting to learn what my legs are meant for. We'll do that the other way in a minute. So flex him right, off my right leg. Yes, yes, yes. Good boy. Do that going away from the camera, and you can have a look. Don't worry about this stuff that he's doing in front. It's nothing. I do worry about the jig jog. He has to back up. I did not ask him to jig jog. And even if when I put my leg, just one leg on, he jig jogs, I will back him up, because one leg just means move that corresponding hind leg over. So tip him to the right and put my right leg on. Good boy. And jig jog there, so I'm actually going to correct that. Good boy. So he's got to come back and be soft in front. Everything has to be, you have to be consistent, guys. It's unfair to let it go, and then next time pick him up on it. Part of horse training is being consistent on yourself. Good boy, good boy, good boy. So now we're going to move him off the left leg. So I'll come back towards the camera. Good boy. And the reason I've got just a light feel is I need to flex him for this. Good. Yes, good boy. So I'll pick my reins up again. Didn't jig jog this time. Flexion to the left, that's as good as it gets. And left leg on. No, he's not off of it. Yes, good boy. And let him go and walk straight. Flex him to the left, off my left leg. Yeah, yes, good boy. So there was like a little half-hearted step there, but I wanted a good step under. Because unless he can do this, I can't bend him on the circle, which is what makes him nice and soft and gets him to stretch. Yep, so back up. I didn't do anything there. Doesn't matter. And be soft. You have to be very careful here that your horse doesn't rear on you, guys. I've never jammed my horse, and if I ever feel like they're going to go up on me, I'll throw a rein at them. If you're a novice rider, for goodness sakes, throw both reins at them. So, right, so nose to the left leg on, yes, on, yes, on, yes, good boy. And I said yes because I can actually see in the mirror that he's stepping nicely underneath himself there. This stuff does tend to make him hot, gets a bit excited, he gets a bit, well, probably more likely a bit worried because he doesn't know what I want. That's why you never get cross with them. They're never in trouble. And I like to think, well, back, it's never wrong either. They haven't got it right because they're always trying. All right, I'm going to hold him now at letter B here. So, woo, good boy. Tip his nose and move him off my left leg. Left leg, left hind leg. Yes, yes, and good. Good boy. And walk on 2 legs, then tell him to walk on. So that was good. Going to stop him just up here. Ooh. He can throw his head around like that. I've just got a light feel on it. Now tip him to the right and ask him off my right leg. Yes, 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 good. Good boy. Good boy. That's really good. The next thing he has to understand, which he does have trouble with, particularly to the left, I'm going to do it over there because he needs to just walk a little bit because I can feel the tension building in his body. So I just sit here and we'll just walk and he can, yeah, already he's relaxing that tension. Can you feel it? Or see it, I mean, sorry. No good continuously working on that stuff if he's getting more and more uptight about it. You need to go back to find relaxation. And now I'm going to stop him. I'm going to actually ask him to go back here because he jig-jogged and be soft in front. Yeah, good. Walk him on and stop him again. Correct that transition. Good. Now I want his shoulders to come. He's anticipating. So now I'm just going to walk off. We're just going to do a halt and walk. Walk. Walk on. Good boy. Because he's starting to get antsy because he's wondering what's coming. That's better. Just felt him almost breathe out then. Good. And I don't want him to get excited over this stuff. I just want him to do it in a nice, comfortable manner. So you're probably going to get to see it now. Yeah, he corrected himself, then he jig-jogged and stopped. I love it when they do that. Good boy. So I was going to stop there, but now we'll just walk on. We're going to have a nice, ooh, good. Now he feels not tight under me. I'm going to ask him to bring his shoulders this way. Yes, good boy. Good boy. So I need to keep working at him. We'd like to keep working with him until this is a non-event for him. He doesn't get uptight. That takes as long as it takes. Jig-jog again. That's just a sign that he's getting... All back. No, all back. All back. All back. See, you can see that I'm not pulling because when he flaps, the reins are loose. I always put my elbows in on my hips so that I don't pull. Then see, it's loose because he gave. Good boy. We're going to try and move our shoulders to the left in a minute when he relaxes. And he finds this quite difficult. I'm just going to wait until he just settles. Good boy. You're all right. Good boy. Very good boy. It might be over the other side, guys, sorry. No good doing it while he's uptight because it'll just be ugly and he'll learn nothing. Yeah, good boy. So remember that as well. When they're uptight, they learn nothing. In the beginning, I sort of had to do a little bit. He got uptight, did one more, then left it. And I'm going to ask him to woo and drop my reins when he's soft. Yes, good boy. Woo. I didn't ask him to go. And 2 legs asked him to go. Good boy. So I'm making all of these aids black and white. And woo here. Good boy. Now we're going to try and go to the left. It's not easy for him. Oh, look at you making a liar out of me. What a clever boy. All right. So he needs to be able to do that. And next, I'm going to go on in trot, and then I'll come back to you when I've got him a little bit warmed up in trot. And I will show you what I do. So I use both reins, and I need to be able to feel the reins now. So I'll see you in a minute. So I've just got a light feeling on the rein, a nice light feeling, and it's lovely. And his head's moving away from me now. He's not back in my face like he used to be. So I'm just going to shorten them. Remember, we don't do shorten reins and then trot on this horse because he's very quick to pick things up. A little flexion left, good. A little flexion right. A little flexion. See, as soon as I touch his face, yeah, good. So he needs to learn to relax into that. Good. Here we go in trot. Bump, bump. Yeah. Good. Good boy. So, get on the track. A little flexion to the left. A little flexion to the right. A little flexion to the left. Good boy. A little flexion to the right. Yes. A little flexion left. A little flexion right. Good. Yeah, good boy. Little flexion right and move him off my right leg. Very good. So the outside rein, ask him to get to get longer. He's a little fast here, so I'll just slow him down. I'm not hanging on the rein. That's it. The worst thing you can do is hang on the rein. I'm not hanging on it. But I do have a connection. You have to have good balance for this, guys. Really need to work on your seat. Flexion right. And then outside rein, a tiny, Josie lost it there. Good boy, you're all right. Nope, that was because I want some left rein. I just asked for it, and I just hold it until he gives it to me. There. And when I said hold it, guys, it's light. It's not heavy. If he goes heavy, it's heavy. Good. There we go. There we go. A bit fast in the trot. If he's too fast, he loses balance and he finds it hard to stretch. That's the way. Good. Left rein, and say, come. Yes. Yes. Good. Good. Move him. That's it. Now I'm going to use my rhythm to try to slow his trot. Get him a little bit more balance. There we go. Come to the left. Come to the track with the left rein. Do a circle with the right rein. Come on the circle. Left rein still feels the same. It's a little heavy, without a doubt. But as I say, I'd rather them heavy than not taking the contact at all. Good. I can fix the heaviness. The contact is very hard if they won't take it. Flexing him right now. Ring finger now. Inside ring finger now. Inside ring finger now. Oh, look at this horse go. Right ring finger because we're going down the track. Good boy. I know he's... Now I'm going to ask him to flex to the right. Good. Very good. Whoops. Left ring finger. Because he started to fall in. So right leg and left ring finger. Asked him to come out onto the circle more. Like that there. Good. So now he's moving off my right leg into my outside rein. And you can tell that because he's flexed correctly and I gave the inside rein. I'm going to give him a little walk. I make my trot smaller. Try and keep him soft in that transition down. Very good. Pretty happy with him. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. If he's going to stand, I'm going to take a stand today. Good. Go to the right. Shoulders. Yes. Very good. Let's give him a little walk on a loose rein. Come back and we'll do the other way. And now if he jig jogs, He'll get backed up every single time, forever. Forever. Well, forever while I've got him anyway, even if it was 5 years down the track. Okay, we will go off on the right, at the left rein. So when I do it this, I'll explain it to you again. The only thing I'm using is a ring finger squeeze. My hands are always closed, they're not open. They're not closed in a tight fist, they're closed firm enough that if I had a chick in my hands, it couldn't get away, but I wouldn't be wringing its neck, okay? And then when I just squeeze a ring finger, he can feel it. Watch this. There, look at that. That turn there was my left one. I'll do it again, left ring finger, see? I'm not moving my hand, I'm just squeezing my ring finger. So I've got a light contact with him and squeezing my ring finger. There it is. He can feel it. Outside one, inside one. Outside one, he's going to put my leg on the fence in a minute. Inside one. Outside one, inside one. So you have to have a good core to hold your balance and not be pulling on the reins. They're not there for you to balance on. And if you don't have that balance, just be honest with yourself and go work on it. It took me years. Didn't happen overnight. Good. So my outside rein, when I squeeze my outside rein ring finger, I usually want him to give in the nose, and then as he's soft, I release my outside ring finger, and I might put my hand forward a little like that as he takes it. So I'll squeeze it now, and then, yeah, he wants to go. See, I can make him stretch with that outside ring finger squeezed. Inside one occasionally just bumps the inside nose so he doesn't look that way. I have got a... I've got a video on flexion which I'll pop on the end of this. So let's go off in left trot here. I need to correct him because he jig-jogged even though I did pick reins up. It doesn't matter. Now he'll walk off again because I shortened the reins and he jogged. And we are going to trot, and I may have picked my body up, but I'd like him to learn to wait for a leg aid. Good. Later on I want him to think about moving forward when I just lift myself up and let my hips go. Good. So this way, first of all, we need to get in light contact with the bridle, which I've got. And I'm going to go down here, use the outside rein to say, yeah, go lower, good boy. Now the inside rein, I'm going to push my ring finger now, 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 to help him come around the circle. I've got an outside rein. If he goes hard against it, I'll squeeze my legs and squeeze, yeah, good boy. Outside rein to bring him to the track. That was actually very late on me. Inside rein. Outside rein to ask him to go longer. He's outside rein and release it when he's soft. He's too fast. He can't stretch when he's running. That's a better trot. Outside rein, I'm going to ask him to go lower. Good, and he's lost the rhythm already. He's run on his face again. Steady. So ask him to come back with my body. Squeeze my knees a little bit sometimes together to squeeze. Yeah, good. Ask him to give. Now, if he had a bit in his mouth, he'd be very stiff on this right rein. It's his natural crookedness. He's very heavy on my outside rein. That's the boy. But at the moment, he can be. I'm happy to give him a little bit of help while he builds some muscle to carry me. Good. And he might be a little, get off my left leg. Might be a little curled up, but that's okay. I'm not holding him there. He is. That's where he wants to be. Steady. Good. Good. I'm not holding him there, see? Good. So off my left legs, touch my right rein and say, can you go softer and deeper? Yes, like that. Yes, like that. Good, steady. Too fast. So I use my rise. I pause a little bit more at the top and pause in the saddle. You probably can't even see it. We shouldn't really be able to be. He can feel it though. That's the way. Good. Good boy. Falling in on his left shoulder here. I need to just Get him, that's better. Now he's around my leg. Good. Good. So there are times, guys, when horses are behind the vertical. If he is, I actually can't, to be honest with you, tell. But I know that I'm not holding him there. It's where he wants to be. I've got a lot of weight in my hand now, but he's not pulling like he's looking to stretch. He's looking for a little bit of support while he finds his balance, and that's really nice. That's as light as any. Yes. Right rein, slow him down. Steady. Steady. Turn left, get him off my inside leg. Good. Good. Very good. Now we're going to turn right, off my right leg. Good. Very good. Very good. So if you look where his nose is, when he's down there, he's behind the vertical a bit. But look when I push him up, when he comes up, he's actually out in front. So the angle of his head and neck is not pulled behind the vertical as such. The last thing I want him is broken in that third vertebra there. Steady, that's because I'm moving around on his back. He's being a very good boy, aren't you? Move off my right leg into my left rein. That's it. No, you can stay round and do it. So I'm asking him something new here. Yeah, this is where I wanted to get to. Get him a little bit, enlarging the circle. Good. Now when I use a bit more left rein to say, can you be a little softer? Yes, you can be. Good. Yes, you can be. It's got to give me some flexion. That's lovely. Here we go. We're going to go the other way. Change the rein. And I'm going to give him a little rest. Good boy. Okay. So I want him to move off my left leg into my outside rein, which will stop him just falling out through the right shoulder, and make him step that left hind leg underneath the centre of gravity, which is under me, which balances him. This way. Good boy. Good boy. Rounder on the outside, softer on the inside. Rounder on the outside, ring finger, softer on the inside. Everything, when he's good like this, I leave everything alone. Nothing's happening with my ring finger. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. I'm not going to tell you which one, I'm just going to tell you. So now it is. Now it is. Now it's not. I'm just sitting here going along for the ride. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Touch the rein, leave it. Good. And I want him to do a walk in a longer frame. Yes. Good. So I hope you enjoyed that. Obviously, he needs a lot more work, but horses are always a work in progress. Ooh. And for a horse that couldn't stand still when I got him and ran around with his ears back in my face and his back so hollow, I'm absolutely stoked at where this young boy is. He tries very hard. He's certainly got it. I want you to realise that this work is tiny little bits of squeezing. There's no pulling, there's no seesawing. That does not work and it does not happen, and I hate watching it. I do block. So my elbows come in here and I block. If he's reefing on it, then if he lets go, it's let go. I'm a fence post. I am not pulling with him. Doesn't mean I don't occasionally end up going, whoops, I pulled then. I'm human. But yeah, absolutely stoked, and I hope you can see a little way forward for your next ride on your thoroughbred.